welcome back to another video. If this is your first time here, my name is Justina, and on this channel I talk about astrology, astrology predictions, karmic astrology, and other types of astrology as well. So welcome, and today I will talk about love and karma. This is a quite interesting topic, and I think relationship astrology is also quite desirable. And today we will focus on, I will discuss a few aspects in a birth chart that lead to love karma and explain what comes with it. All right, so let's start from Venus, the planet of love and relationships, and Chiron, the wounded healer. So the aspects between Venus and Chiron, and here mainly oppositions, conjunctions, or squares. These will play out in a more challenging way in a lifetime of a soul incarnating into a body with this type of aspect. So I will explain you now what this aspect means. So incarnating soul with a Venus-Chiron aspect. This kind of soul has been hurt many times in many previous lifetimes. This type of soul experienced lots of disappointments, lots of issues, and love wasn't a great experience. And now in this lifetime, it can be difficult for this kind of person to find love because people with displacement might be discouraged. They might think that they can't find anyone because love isn't seem to be working in their lifetime. And they might attract people who are not good for them. Toxic relationships, bad relationships, and the relationships break, and there are bad experiences, and as a result of that, this type of people, they don't want more love, they don't search for love, they kind of shut down. And the key here is to find love, find a person, a lover, a relationship, a partner who will help you to heal from these misconceptions that you can't find a good relationship, that you can't have a good relationship with another person. If you have Venus trine Chiron or Venus sextile Chiron, these are the harmonious aspects. And here there is still karma, but this is a very light karma. So let's say with the trine, the karma in the past life was well balanced, but here you come back into this lifetime, and your job is to make sure that you don't accumulate new karmic debt in love life. So that's the key for the trine, and sextile as well. Sextile, there shouldn't be major problems. However, you may experience some little challenges, and then again, you should also try not to accumulate love karma if possible, so that you don't carry it over to the next lifetime. So this is what I've got for the Venus-Chiron aspect. Let's move to the next aspect. This is Saturn and Venus. Saturn, the karmic teacher, the karmic planet, and Venus, the planet of love and relationships. And here with Saturn, the incarnating soul feels that it's not lovable. This is a quite challenging aspect, especially with the opposition and square, because this indicates that in the previous incarnation, the incarnating soul experienced bad relationships, similarly like with the Venus Chiron, but here the relationships were not lovable. So you had issues loving your partner, or maybe your partner didn't love you. You could have married for money, you could have married for other reasons, maybe you were forced into marriage and you didn't fall in love with your partner, or vice versa. So there could be different type of scenarios, but there was karma accumulated that in this lifetime it could be quite difficult to have a loving relationship. Now, this aspect also indicates that the soul didn't develop love towards itself, self-love. And this could have led to jobs like prostitution, because there was the soul didn't love itself, the soul didn't maybe receive enough recognition in life, or otherwise the soul may have lived in celibacy for many years. Maybe the soul was in a monastery or something like this, and coming into this lifetime, sexual interactions could be quite challenging, especially in the initial stage of life. So what people with this placement need to develop in this lifetime is primarily self-love, self-care, because we can't love another person if we don't love ourselves. So self-love is so important, especially with this aspect. If you have Venus trine Saturn or Venus sextile Saturn, you did receive recognition, you did receive love in the past lives. However, now in this lifetime, your job is to put this into practice and to make sure that you develop and grow these strong and loving relationships. All right, so let's move to the next aspect, and this is Uranus and Venus. So here with Uranus and Venus, this type of person with this placement can find relationship and intimacy quite difficult, because in the past lives or a life, it was a very, very independent and freedom-seeking individual. And it could have been that this kind of person, this soul, was single for a long time because it couldn't commit to another person because of the freedom that it so desired. So now in this lifetime, the incarnating soul and the person with this placement can find it challenging to stay in a relationship for too long, because it's not used to being with another person in a commitment. So it can be quite unusual. Also, it could be that this is the first female or male incarnation of this soul in a long time. So this individual may find it challenging to be in its own body, because it's its first experience in a long time. And as a result of that, sexual interactions can be quite difficult as well. So here what the soul needs to do is to try to build a relationship where both people, both partners could retain their individuality, but at the same time build something meaningful as well. All right, so let's move to the next aspect, and this is Neptune and Venus. With Neptune Venus, people with this placement in the past lives experienced lack of boundaries in their relationships. There could have been escapism into alcohol or drugs or other substances. Also, in this lifetime, people with this placement can idealize their relationships, can see the relationship through pink glasses, at least in the initial stage of the relationship. And then maybe something happens, some events take place, and only then they realize that, oh, they didn't notice something that seemed obvious. Also, what is important in this type of relationship with Venus and Neptune is unconditional love, connecting on a soul level. People look for soulmates with this placement. So incorporating spirituality to this type of relationship will be very beneficial for the growth and development of the love relationship. Also, setting boundaries is important, and limits as well. All right, so this is what I've got for Neptune Venus, and we reach the final aspect, Pluto and Venus. Pluto, the planet of transformation, the intense and powerful ruler of Scorpio. And with Pluto and Venus connection, specifically the stronger aspects, square in opposition, the incarnating soul had many past lives where relationships were full of jealousy, power struggle, intensive relationships, powerful partners. Maybe the soul was an incarnated powerful partner, or this kind of scenarios. So here the incarnated soul into the current body. So if this is you with this aspect, you may feel like you never have enough love in your relationship, in your life. You strive for love, you feel love on an intense and deep level, to the point where you want to be in control of your partner. There could be some hidden inside you desire where you want to get this power over your partner. And this can lead to some conflict and some misunderstandings in a relationship. So it's essential to control these behavioral patterns. And with this never filled bucket of love that you may experience, you may feel, it may never be filled. You may have to realize that you may never get that much love because you love on such deep level, you demand love on such powerful level, such a deep level, that it's essential that people with displacement connect with the divine, connect to the spirituality, connect to astrology, or whatever else you think that you can get this extra energy of love. So meditation as well, and spiritual retreats, or other things that brings you happiness, brings you love, this loving energy that may be difficult to be fulfilled. Alright, so with this in mind, I would like to thank you very much for your attention. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be making more videos about karma and other aspects of our lives in the future. And if you like this video, give me some thumbs up, please. And subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.